Hi guys, welcome to this channel where we talk about mental health and psychology. Today we will be talking about a shift that changed everything. I hope you enjoy. If you do, please share it with your friends and family. What is the one thing that has been stopping you from moving forward in life? Is it your trauma or childhood emotional wounds? Or perhaps it's your fear of rejection and failure. Maybe it's your limiting beliefs holding you back. Whatever it is, there was one shift that happened in my life that changed everything for me. And today I will share with you what that was so that hopefully it can help you too. For many years, I felt like I had no control over my life. It was like I was just drifting along. Whatever happened to me. I was a victim of circumstances. I believed that I could unchange anything in my life and that I didn't have the power to make myself happy. I was completely at the mercy of external factors. I thought if only I had different parents or grew up in a different environment, then I would be happy. But deep down, I knew that was untrue because I saw people around me who had it way worse than me and they were still happy. Yet I was miserable. So something inside of me just broke. I was tired of being weak, tired of complaining, tired of feeling sorry for myself, tired of not having any control over my life. And that's when I did something crazy. I decided to drop everything and go all in on myself. I was willing to do whatever it took to get to the next level. This was the turning point in my life. I realized that if I didn't take control of my life, no one else would do it for me. I decided to stop whining and started focusing on what I could control. I focused on myself, my actions, my habits, my thoughts. I realized that I was the only one who could shape my future and that it was entirely up to me whether I wanted to improve my life or not. This realization completely changed my perspective on life and enabled me to become the person I am today. I know you might be thinking, yeah, but what did you actually do? How did you change your life? Well, let me tell you. First, I started by challenging my limiting beliefs and negative thoughts. I became aware of how often I used to think I can undo this or that impossible, and I made a conscious effort to replace those thoughts with positive affirmations. For example, instead of saying I can't do this, I started saying I can figure this out. I learned to question my negative thoughts and ask myself, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief? By doing this, I was able to identify and challenge my limiting beliefs. Next, I worked on developing a growth mindset. Instead of believing that my intelligence and abilities were fixed, I started seeing them as things that could be developed through hard work and dedication. I embraced challenges and viewed them as opportunities to grow and learn. I understood that success comes to those who persist and don't give up in the face of setbacks. Then I started setting clear goals for myself. I learned that goal setting is crucial for success. So I set both long-term and short-term goals and wrote them down. Having a written plan helped me stay accountable and motivated. Each day, I would look at my goals and ask myself, am I doing what I need to do to achieve them? After that, I began taking small actions every day. I knew that even small steps in the right direction could lead to big results over time. I didn't wait for the perfect timing. I just started taking action. One of the most important things I did was to start taking care of myself. I made sure to eat healthy foods, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. I knew that taking care of my physical health would also help me maintain my mental health. There's a reason why they say the mind and the body are connected. It's because they are. When you treat your body well, you feel good mentally, and when you feel good physically, you're more likely to take care of yourself in other areas of your life. Another shift I experienced was in how I dealt with my emotions. Before, I used to ignore or suppress my emotions, but now I practice emotional regulation. I acknowledge and process my emotions rather than trying to hide from them or pretend they re not their I. Learn that it's okay to feel whatever I'm feeling and that my emotions are there to teach me and guide me. I also started practicing self-compassion and forgiveness. I realized that everyone makes mistakes and that it's important to forgive myself and others for past mistakes. I try to treat myself with the same kindness and compassion that I would show to a close friend. My views on failure also changed. I used to see failure as something bad and something to avoid at all costs. But now I see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. I understand that failure is a natural part of the journey toward success, and that it's important to learn from my mistakes and keep moving forward. After doing all of this, I found myself becoming more resilient. I was better able to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. I learned that resilience is key to overcoming adversity and achieving long-term success. I also started prioritizing my relationships with others. I made an effort to connect with people who inspire me and support my personal growth. I surrounded myself with positive influences who uplift me and help me stay focused on my goals. By implementing these strategies and making these shifts, I was able to transform my life and become the person I am today. It's important to note that this journey was not easy and it's still ongoing. There were times when I wanted to give up and go back to my old ways, but I kept pushing through because I knew that I was capable of more. I didn't want to live a life full of regrets, and I knew that staying true to myself was the only way to achieve my dreams. In conclusion, the shift that changed everything for me was realizing that I had the power to change my life. I stopped blaming external factors for my problems and started taking responsibility for my actions. I challenged my limiting beliefs, developed a growth mindset, set clear goals, and took small actions each day. I prioritized my physical and emotional health and practiced self-compassion and forgiveness. I learned to view failure as a learning opportunity and surrounded myself with positive influences. By making these shifts, I became more resilient and was able to achieve my dreams. Remember that you also have the power to change your life. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You are capable of amazing things, and it's up to you to believe in yourself and take action towards your goals. I hope my story inspires you to do the same. Take control of your life today and start working towards the person you want to become. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember to take care of yourself and keep moving forward. There's been a huge decline in mental health around the world, which is why we're so committed to creating more content than we ever have. Thanks to all of our supporters for making this possible. If you want to support us in our mission to make psychology and mental health more accessible to everyone, please consider supporting us. Every bit counts and helps us continue our work.